Good morning. Oh, quick tip, by the way. If you're stuck with drinking coffee, I guess some people tea, and you put half and half or cream in it, if you stop doing that for a few weeks, guess what? You're 5 pounds lighter. I'm not sure that would work for everybody, but I kept my routine of walking and jogging just about the same. No changes. In fact, I've backed off a lot since last year. I kind of think recovery is pretty important in terms of what your body can do at a certain age. Since I'm older, well, it don't recover all that fast from something like a 20-mile walk. So I haven't done that this year. I backed way up. But anyway, that's enough health stuff. Normally I would burn a candle or have a crystal, and that's all great. But I thought slowly but surely I'll share some of the art that I've done. This is nothing great, and you won't believe me if I told you how it was actually done. But I sleepwalk, so occasionally I do bizarre things like send myself emails if I leave the computer on. I have cameras because I've been observing myself kind of since I moved here, where it's easy to put a camera just about everywhere. More caffeine. I just wanted to observe myself. I have them outside. I don't really need them in this area. Most of the time my door isn't even locked. There's just nothing going on around here. But anyway, I wanted to share this drawing, and it's just, a piece of regular old blackboard chalk, or whiteboard. No, it's blackboard. Ours in school are kind of green, to be quite honest. But I love chalk. And then I got some black chalk for the darker areas. I haven't fixed it yet with anything, to make it last longer. But so far it's lasting. It's been in the sun a few times, and it's not great. And it is one of the candles on this table that I often burn, so I can see why I would draw it. But I just want to start out with that. I mean, art's, if you can call it art, that's just as good as a crystal or a candle, I think. And I know I've seen this somewhere, and I remember, without reading it or looking at it really close, that, hey, look, a tarot that's from the Wizard of Oz. There's just something in this group of things that just said that to me. But I have it because I saw a review where they compared Morgan Greer and the Smith-Waite and this, and trying to convince you. And what was the other one? Oh, the other one. I can't remember that. Dreaming Way. They compared those for trying to, show a beginner how you can branch out. I guess in a manner of speaking, I would be a beginner because I never branched away from Smith-Waite. I did that for 13 years, and way before that, back when I was a kid, because of my grandmother. But anyway, this is the old style Llewellyn box, not the new great ones. New expressions of timeless tarot imagery. I'm not sure it's timeless or ancient. I guess those are marketing, advertising things. So I get that out of the way, and hopefully, as you can see, I put on the side of the card I'm using as a standard, which is the U.S. Games Smith-Waite decks. The yellow box ones always have this kind of card. You can kind of see already that this is a bit smaller, but I'll hold it up. Yet it's kind of a bit wider. Weird. That's what those backs look like. I'll get rid of that. And that's not bad. That's yellow and red, kind of Tudor-like. And look at that. Is this 2 decks in a row that do this? Wow. The arc goes pop, pop to the edge. What's to complain about? Colors are a little... Actually, what's causing that is they're not outlined the way she did, which, as somebody who draws, I would call cartoony. I think mainly what it's, I guess officially what it's called is illustration. But anyway, there's the trumps and a major arcana, 3 rows of 7 as usual. Look at that. You would think they are in the same spot. In fact, it meets. I don't know that I've ever seen that before. It's like it's one picture cut in half. I mean, it is. They could almost be looking at each other. Except they don't do that in those cards. But that's, that's an okay hermit, but he's too powerful. I mean, if you're contemplative and most likely you're fasting a lot, I don't think you would have such a powerful looking leg or walk like that. But I always like it when he's kind of looking back at society. I think I'm having too many opinions. I promised myself I would just show the cards and limit the opinions because, you know, everybody's got one. Don't like the realistic face in the moon, but that's okay. I can blur it. That's kind of interesting. It's got all the right stuff, but yet there's a glow from his throat. Not sure about death. Trying not to get my head in there and get away from the microphone. I'm trying a new spit filter thing on there, see if that works. And getting this right sometimes is a real pain because there's a glare, and I have expensive studio lights that aren't focused straight on it. Maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe I'm supposed to like just blast them right at it and right at me, but I thought that was worse. So now they bank off of different sections of the wall and the ceiling, and I think this comes out pretty clear. It's clear on the TV out there when I watch the YouTube app. No longer have cable TV, so I don't know about the forehead thing. That's great though that it just goes to the edge. Look at that Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so a quick flip through of the cups. Not sure what I was trying to say. Those are some happy people. And of course they're going to start mowing their yard. There's my card for the year ahead. 6 of Cups. Little chunky girl. Flaming orange haired boy. Oh, look at that. 4, 7, 8. But a constellation in the sky that's a cup. How about that? Sorry about the lawn mowing, so I'll speed up. Put that on the hermit. And this is one of those decks that, if I remember right, came in the order where each card of each suit was beside each other. So you had to unorder it and put them back together. I like that one. I like that you can tell more about what I would consider a church. I'm not sure. I don't know what that is. That's something there. That right there, it looks like a stump with a ribbon on it. But I like the stained glass. Could have made the pentacles smaller for me. I like there's some wilderness. I like that. I always pause on that card. Sorry. Whipping right through. I mean, after all, I think this has been around for a while. I haven't had it very long, but I think these images are available. And that's all I'm trying to offer with this. My opinions, you can just poo-poo those. But what I'm just trying to offer is a clear as possible picture. Now what ends up on YouTube is not as clear as it is right here, because that's a 4K camera taking these pictures. In fact, I don't know how to lower the resolution. The files get to be huge. They're monster size. But that technique that I discovered using Handbrake makes them down into nothing. I can get years on one of these little portable hard drives. I guess they're not hard drives, solid state. Basically a flash card in a big box. Ouch. I think the king and queen have a seasonal thing going on. Here's the wands. That was the swords, if I didn't say that. I'm guessing that the lawnmower will sound clearer than I. That's one stocky horse. Whoa. Like a Clydesdale. Well, that guy's ready for action. I don't think I could fight a battle in sandals. I guess they did. That's a nice horse. Yeah, that's definitely summer. Huh. Well, that's interesting. I kind of like it. I don't know. It's bigger, but it's in an odd, useless box. Oh, I forgot about the book. Barbara Moore, of course. What doesn't she write? It's about Yotik. Illustrated. The book is, I guess. I'm not sure about the deck. Yep, everything's illustrated by Eugene Smith. What's with us Smiths and illustration? I don't get it. 2014 it says. Let's see if it has a picture of these people. I think I've seen Barbara Moore like 100 times. I don't need to see her again. About the author. Nope. A little skimpy. No, none of that stuff I dislike, where they're standing on the beach and their hair is blonde and blowing in the wind. Come on, nobody does that. She's too busy writing about tarot. But I do like this. I guess that's why I let it go longer and didn't speed up. So with that, I'll say peace.